Okay, it looks like she may be ready. So we're going to add her in. Lovely lady, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Wonderful, welcome. But I also want to add Queen Estelinda. If Queen Estelinda is ready, Queen, it's a little dark. I thought you was there. Queen, can you get the lights on? Are you there?
I'm gonna pop, pop, pop.
We're going pop,
I
pop,
pop
pop.
that balloon. Woo,
Oh, she got
woo,
both of them.
woo,
Okay, she wants
woo,
the remix.
yeah,
She wants the remix. Okay, we love to see it. Welcome.
yeah.
How are you two lovely ladies doing?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm trying to make sure we all look good and framed up. Y'all look great. I'm trying to make sure I look great. Welcome to this wonderful experience, ladies. We have some gentlemen that are ready to rock and roll, and the beauty of this placement is you're just going to share about yourself, who you are, what you're all about, and what you're looking for. Because if you don't find your real one in real time here, you never know who slides in them DMs. Virtual love is a real type of love. Let's start with Pixie Lisa. I want you to share your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do.
All right. I'm Lisa. I'm 33. I'm in Miami, and I'm a nail tech.
Wonderful. Okay, girl. Okay. Do your nails, girl. Do them other people's nails. Very good. Let's go to Queen Estelinda. Share your name, your age, and what and where you're located and what you do.
My name is Esther. I'm located in California. I am a nurse practitioner, singer, and what was the last one?
I think you said where you're located and what you do. I think you just hit it. Yeah.
Okay, cool, 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 cool.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, you two lovely ladies, we're going to have some fun. We're just ready to rock and roll. And we'll see. We put the link, everybody watching, for some brothers that like, dang, man, Esther and this lovely Pixie Lisa, they're looking pretty good. If you want to slide in, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. So make sure you do that. Ladies, I want you to share this. So the kings, two kings are watching currently, and we're happy to have them here. Let's start with Pixie Lisa. Share with us, what are you looking for in a real one?
Ooh, just I think honesty, loyalty, communication. Those are my main thing. Communication. Those are my main three, I think.
I love that. Okay, let's swing it to Esther. Esther, what are you looking for in a real one?
Emotional intelligence and somebody who like has a zest for life. I want someone who's just like really excited to do things and experience life and just a happy go lucky person.
I love that. I love that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ask this, and I'm sure my gentlemen that are waiting are gonna do this. And we're gonna get real spicy tonight. My two kings will appreciate this too. We're gonna make it a little blind. We're going to make it a disabled edition of sorts. Not that this person is that, but my boy John and Leon, you don't have to do it yet, but you're going to hide yourself. You're gonna turn your camera off. And I want to see if these connections can be established just by the content of their character and not the color of their other C word that won't, of their something. Yeah, I'll come up with a C word in a few minutes. Okay. You know what? I'm trying to do a little MLK, but also do a little,
Perfect.
disable. Anyway, so ladies, let's go for a question like this. So I'm going to have John go on first because John hooked me up, and then Leon, you'll be on next. And then anybody else, if you want to call in, I see some people saying they want to call in, call in. Ladies, let's just go for a question like this. In relationships, there are things that make you pop, pop, pop. We got this cool little effect that will be utilized shortly. Let me see if I can get that. I paid so much money for this. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Y'all see that? That's hot. Yeah. Yeah. See, they need to give me a raise just for creating that alone. So let's go for Pixie Lisa. Pixie Lisa, what are some things that would make you pop a balloon?
I would say lack of communication. We gotta have the hand motion. I think that's a main one. Disloyalty, of course. Someone who isn't respectful to the people around them. I hate that. If you're mean to our waitress and we go out, it's not happening. Yeah, those are some big ones.
Absolutely. Let's go to Esther. Esther, give me maybe two, three, if you have them, some things that make you pop, pop, pop.
Okay, so for me, I would definitely pop that balloon if they were, hygiene is not there, They was stank booty stank, just, woke up and everything is just stanky. I agree with my girl over here, somebody who's rude or just like impatient. Like I'm not one to be like with the like anxious quick, like I like a patient guy. And then I think a third would be probably somebody who just doesn't know what they want.
You gotta know what you want. You gotta know what you want. Okay.
You gotta know.
I love it. I love it. Well, you two queens are laying it out. And then finally, as the kings listen, and then we're going to dive in and hear from them. What do you like to do for fun? Let's start with Pixie.
All right. I like to sing. I like to play piano a little bit. I draw, I paint, anything artsy. I model a little bit here and there. So just anything where I can be creative. I love doing. Oh, and I like being outdoorsy too.
Beautiful. Okay. And Esther, what do you like to do for fun?
Okay, I love to sing. I love to do my makeup, and I like psychology, like as a hobby. Like I'll listen to a nice little lecture on some childhood development, you know, something light.
If this doesn't work, I'm taking you out, girl. Because like,
oh my gosh, same. I want to be in the outdoors.
You never know what connections will be established. Sometimes the sisterhood is always sometimes stronger than the connections that are made on show.
Always.
The brothers, you know. But these kings that are here tonight, I'm excited for them. So without further delay, ladies, I already kind of showed you how it works. If once you're talking to these kings now, this is going to be a very unique process because since you are not going to see how handsome these gentlemen are, you're going to get to know the heart, you know, and well, this won't be happening, hopefully, but of course, the gentleman will have to choose one because the show is a real one, not a real two. Okay, we're not pulling a King David and having multiple wives and everything. So, you know, we're just going to choose one and we're going to have some fun. So my first king is ready to go. I might change the format a little. Lovely ladies, as you get to know, we're always going to hear somebody out, at least 3 questions, 5 questions, but then at a certain point, I might have to make it pop, pop, pop. So ladies, are you ready for your first king?
Ready?
Yes, we're ready.
And I think my man John is ready. It's hard for me to tell without that on, but I added him. So you just see this wonderful white circle with a gray circle with a white man in it. But that is, you know, that'll suffice for now. So that kind sir, John, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful, John. Would you share with these 2 lovely ladies your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do?
I am 33. I am located in Los Angeles, and I freelance in the entertainment industry.
Oh, okay, my brother. Okay, you're an entertainer. You got a little entertainer in you. The ladies will appreciate that, perhaps. Share with us what makes you a real one.
I tell it how it is. I just I'm a straight shooter. I don't do all the bullshit. I just kind of speak my mind.
Yeah. People don't like bull bleep. They really don't. Now, share with us, what are you looking for? You heard some of the qualities of these lovely ladies, but what specifically do you look for in a real one?
I think someone that is a bit outgoing, you know, willing to tear up the dance floor at a wedding together, karaoke nights, like, you know, just someone that's willing to like go out there and have a good time.
Beautiful. We love people that'll let loose. I think Cool in the Gang said it best. How are you going to do it if your back's up on the wall? You know, get your back up off the wall and get down on it. You know, some of y'all are too young for that one. But anyway, in terms of things that make you pop, 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 John, what are some things that you would pop a balloon over?
That's things I don't like, correct?
Yep.
Someone that I guess is like a little bit too self-invested, just hyper focused on themselves and not, you know, the team mentality that a relationship should be.
Yeah. That can have hints of narcissism, and we don't really want that. We want that equal opportunity to where we're coming together and equality and equity and justice. Amen. I won't start preaching. What do you like to do for fun, John?
Love going to comedy shows, doing a little bar trivia here and there. And just hanging out with friends.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, that was the introduction. I'm going to throw it to you, kind sir. Do you have a question you'd like to ask these 2 lovely ladies? You kind of already heard their intros. It was remarkable. It was wonderful. Do you have a specific question for both of them?
What would your ideal like first date be?
Let's start with Esther.
That's a great question. I think ideal first dates have to do with like personal interest and then mutual interest, right? So I would love for like you to ask like what my favorite food is or hobbies are, and then we can do something together, maybe something um very like benign, like mini golf where we can chat a little bit and be a little bit, I can see like your competitive side.
Okay.
Oh, okay, let's go to Pixie.
All right, I love that. I feel like, well, I love karaoke, so that would actually be a really fun first date. I feel like anything where we can actually get to know each other, where we can talk, and it's not, just like a movie or something where we can't actually vibe. But I also love going dancing. I love the beach. I feel like as long as you can, get someone's vibe and enjoy it, then it's a good first date.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. We do have a comment from one of our favorite real ones that is always here supporting. Show us how it is and turn on your camera. Shay, John specifically, he had his camera ready. John is a handsome king. He was ready to go, but we're doing something a little different, Shay. So show us some mercy here as we, try something new to help the real ones find the real ones. Thank you, Shay. Pointer loves you. Okay. I'm going to throw it to the queens. That was a great question, John. Now, queens, do either of you have a question for this king?
Yes.
Okay, Esther.
So given that you're in the entertainment business or whatever's, how would you say like your work-life balance is?
It is kind of tricky. I'm a freelancer, so it's like it depends on if I'm on a gig or not, and if I'm on a movie or TV show, it depends on if we're in pre-production or if we're shooting, because once we go shooting, I go a little bit dark for a beat. It's just like the hours are crazy and I just have to kind of put my head down and just work. But I'm able to, make time when I need to.
Naturally. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
We gave that Rihanna answer. Work.
Work.
Okay. Let's go to Pixie. Pixie, answer to his. Oh, did you have a question, Pixie, for John?
Well, you seem really easygoing, so I'm curious. Why did your last relationship end, if you don't mind sharing?
Sure. That one was, I just don't think we were a great fit. And it kind of stretched out a bit longer than it should have, but we just ultimately weren't super compatible and we're kind of forcing it for a little bit too long. But yeah, just wasn't a good fit.
That was a nice diplomatic answer. I feel like if someone is like, oh, they were crazy, that's like such a red flag. So good answer.
Got to take that accountability on both sides. Genuine said it best. Got to be compatible. Take me to my limits. Different context, of course, but same great message. Esther, it's okay. You know that's a slapper. That's a jam. Cheryl, I love Cheryl. She hooked me up in some coffee money for your pointer. Cheryl, I love you. Thank you so much for hooking your dear pointer up. I need something to drink. I hope I can get something to eat tonight as well. Cheryl, you're a real
pointer.
I appreciate you. Now I'm going to swing it. Let me do my job a little. This is a around the way question to all three of you. We can start with King John and then go to my two queens. John, this question is quite important. We'll keep it light for now. We might get a little spicier as we cut to the chase. Your love language, John. What is or are the ways you like to be loved?
I think I am an acts of service type of guy. I feel like that's like where I feel it the most of like a stupid example, but like when I would visit my friend out of town and I would like sleep on his couch or whatnot, I'd wake up and there would be a fan on me, and it's just like things like that where like he knows that I like to sleep with a fan on me, and it's like just like, oh, it makes you feel seen of like, oh, this person cares. They did something to make me feel comfortable and they know that I like that. So that was sweet. So yeah, things like that I think add up for me.
Acts of service. That's beautiful. Wow. And ladies, green flag, even from last week, he didn't say physical touch. I mean, that's, and that's okay to have physical touch, but the ladies are sometimes starting to get, like, yo, don't. So John, you green flag, my boy. All right. Now let's go to Pixie. How do you like to be loved? What's your, love language?
I don't want to feel like I'm just stealing all your answers here, but I feel like I'm an acts of service person too, because like you said, it actually like shows that you know the person and that you know what makes them smile, you know what makes them happy, and like I feel like that means more than just throwing gifts at someone or physical touch or anything like that. So I'm on the same page.
Love that. Love that. I got a shout out before I go to Queen Esther. Let me just shout out Mariah hooking me up with some lemonade. Thank you. I won't make a Beyonce reference. We'll do a Gucci Mane reference. That song, Lemonade. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, never mind. Mariah, you're a real one. Thank you for hooking your boy up. Queen Esther, your love language. How do you like to be loved?
I love that Gucci Man song. Sorry. I am gonna say like physical touch. Like I was in a relationship where I was like, oh, I want gifts, I want acts of service, I want words of affirmation, and I got that. But then this physical touch was lacking, and I didn't realize that that was such a priority to me. Like I love when somebody just like reaches out for your hand, or you know, you're sitting side by side and they just have to touch you. So yeah, I'm a physical touch kind of girl. And I'm proud.
As you could be. Oh yeah, and even me making the references green flag. A lot of brothers will say physical touch, and there's nothing wrong with that inherently. But when they start to say what it means, sometimes it's just trying to enact some genuine lyrics. You know, where the pony is being ridden and things like
Yes,
that.
Pointer.
But you're Queen. You're a real one. That's
You keep them together. Yes.
Anyway, so now I want to throw it to John. We're making some very good time, and the beauty of this format is it's less pressure. You know, we're not in studio where the heat of holding heartbreaking devices is there, so we're getting to know each other. John, do you have another question for these two lovely ladies?
Yeah. What does a successful relationship look like to you?
Ooh, that's good stuff. Let's start with PIXIE.
I would say communication again, because I feel like, I don't know, when you can actually communicate with your partner is so important. I think I like to laugh with my partner. I like to be able to have a great time and just like enjoy the little things. Like we don't always have to be doing something, even if we're just laying around and, you know, having a lazy day, at least we're doing it together and enjoying each other's presence. And I feel like that's so underrated. So I really love doing that.
So true. So true. Esther?
I'm gonna go very simple and just say that, you know, we like each other. We like enjoying each other's presence. We like each other's, you know, lifestyles and what's passionate and what's of value to each other. So we'll champion each other instead of being like, oh, you like this or you like that. What's that about? So like just genuinely taking each other as we are and kind of, you know, creating an environment where we can thrive.
Love that. Two queens. Wow, John, I didn't make it easy for you this evening. Two lovely ladies. A very nice, intimate space. Not too much busyness going on. Ladies, I'm gonna throw it to you. Then I'm gonna do my job with a spicy. Then it's time to start seeing if rough decisions, have to be made. Ladies, either of you have a question for the king?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
Of all the relationships that you've had, considering, you know, assuming that you've had relationships, like what was a quality that you loved from an individual, like a girl that you dated or, you know, someone that you dated?
My college girlfriend, I think, was hilarious and would crack me up all the time. And that's something that I felt like I was missing in a later relationship that I feel like that was a big contributing factor to why I ended that one. Was just like, I need to be able to be cracking jokes and be laughing with you.
Yeah, you don't realize it's so important to you when you're like, wait, am I even in a dry relationship? Like, what's going on? We need a banter.
Yeah.
We need a chat.
Right. That's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah. Okay. Awesome question. PIXIE, did you have a question?
All right. It's a two-part question. Do you have any kids? And if not, are kids a deal breaker for you?
That's deep.
I do not have any kids. I do have a dog.
That's the same thing. I'm just
a baby.
Child.
Little baby.
And I would say kids are not a deal breaker either way.
An understanding king. Goodness gracious. Now let me swing it to Pixie and Esther though. Pixie, do you have children?
I do. I have a 10-year-old
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Boy or girl?
girl.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Let's go to Esther. Esther, you got any babies?
No, yeah.
Okay. What John may want to know, and the fans may want to know, and someone that may slide in y'all DMs after if this don't work out. Pixie, do you want more children?
If the situation was right, I would be open to it, but I would have to be a very stable relationship and, yeah, had to be the right conditions this time.
Gotta be a real one. Gotta be a real one.
A real one.
What about Esther? Esther, do you want babies?
I'm tooted up, legs open. I'm ready.
Shoot the
Give
clip.
me those babies, baby.
I don't want them open all the time. Make sure you keep them closed until that real one comes and
Listen,
does something to that ring finger.
that's why we have curtains,
Yes. Okay, I like that. Yeah, another device. Okay. John, do you want children, kind sir?
Yeah, I think I would eventually like to have some kids. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna go for a spicier one then. Let's go for it. We're going to go for that one that normally gets things to pop. So remember, all three of you have the opportunity now at this point. We've dug in. We're going deeper. If you got to pop, just say the word pop. But I think we're all feeling it so right now. It's feeling good, in my humble opinion. Let's go for that question of religion. Let's go for it. It can determine a relationship. It can help people align or misalign. So let's start with John. John, do you have any religious values, background, anything like that?
I grew up Catholic, but I am no longer a churchgoer. I have kind of left the religion.
Okay. Are you open to someone of various religious beliefs, or would you like someone like you that's kind of over the religion?
I feel like it's more so. It's more likely that they wouldn't like me. If they're a religious person, that they'd be like, "Oh, you're not a religious person." No, but I'm open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's swing it to Pixie. Pixie, your religious position.
All right. Well, I was raised Jewish, but I like to say I'm heavy on the ish because I'm definitely more spiritual at this point in my life. I wouldn't say I'm a practicing Jew exactly, but I do, believe in a higher power or the universe or whatever you want to call it. I think I'm just a lot more spiritual at this point in my life.
Okay. Understood. Let's swing it to Esther. Esther, any religious values? What's your stance?
I am Seventh-day Adventist. We're kind of like Jewish, like we celebrate Sabbath. I did go to church a lot and I was really deep in the church, especially when I first moved to Cali. But after a while, like I got burnt out. Like you can get burnt out from church. I didn't know that was a thing, but that happened to me. And I just didn't want to do all the things. And I just feel like, Jesus lives within me.
Okay. All right. That was one of my spicy questions. I don't want to get too spicy on the next one. Anybody have an essential question for each other? Because if not, I am going to see if anyone wants to pop on this initial. So any more essential questions? Okay. John, you feeling good?
Yeah.
Wow. Pixie, you feeling good?
Feeling good?
Esther, you feeling good?
Pop.
Are you ready to pop?
No. I was just singing your song. I really loved it.
Love that song. Yeah,
I was such a fan.
It's a
triple platinum over here, hunty.
I'm telling the Grammy snubbed me again.
Listen, the wordplay, you pushed your pen, okay?
I feel like I won't say certain artists that haven't gotten Grammys, but I feel like them,
right?
Because it's just
right.
Anyway. Okay, let's go for another spicy one, and then it's time. I am gonna say, throw the balloon out there and see who's gonna pop. Oh my Lord, Peter. I love my boy Peter, man. Peter, have a donut or three. Thank you so much for that. I will I'm gonna grab one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab one for sure. I'm gonna have to grab me a donut. Thank you, Peter. Shout out to Peter, one of my favorite real ones. Oh my gosh, a donut to go with your car. These are the best people from McDonald's. God bless the McDonald's. I love them dearly. That's gonna start adding up, and I'm gonna give me something for dinner. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. Let's start with John Boy. I'm sorry, that's from Die Hard. John, kind sir, Mr. John. What politics? You don't have to get too crazy. I'm not trying to get you canceled or anything, but politics can play a bigger part than religion in today's relationships. Would you say you're a political person?
Yeah, I mean, I vote in all the elections and I get involved where I need to be. And I would say politically, I lean left.
Okay, leaning to the left, to the left. Do you want a partner that is aligned with you that way, or could you vote someone that's to the right, or to the middle, or neither?
It would be, I think it would be a deal breaker if they weren't, just because at this point it's so radically different on each side that I don't think we would get along with a lot.
I 100% agree with that. Let's swing it to Pixie. Pixie, politically, where are you at? Are you comfortable dating someone opposite, same?
No, I would not be comfortable dating someone opposite. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but fuck Trump, fuck ICE. That's where I'm at.
I hope YouTube doesn't demonetize us. But I'm sure people agree with that sentiment. YouTube, please give me a chance. Give me a chance. Give a light skin a chance.
I'm sorry.
But thank you. Pixie, you're a real one. Pixie, you're a real one. You're a real one.
But I'm so sorry.
Okay. If we get demonetized, I'll just, be like, hey, you owe me $40,000. Just kidding. Love you, Pixie. Let's go to Esther. Esther, politically, where you at?
Give a light bright a chance. It's hilarious. I'm gonna plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I'm just kidding. I definitely think that we'd have to be aligned with politics, but again, like I told you, like I'm into psychologies and stuff. So I do have like the capacity to hold space and understand like your political views, your background, your experiences, they shape who you are. Yes, I would like them to be on the same page, but if they weren't, I'd have to respect that.
Okay. I think that respect piece is vital. But I won't get into that. Folks, I got to do it because we have another king that's ready, perhaps, to see what happens. Is anyone, if one, let me just go person to person. John, we got to know them. You see them. They don't see you, but you see how they're both beautiful. They're both energetic. They both have nice smiles, all the positives. Are you kind of ready to pop one? And that doesn't mean it's an instant connection for the other. We'll get there. John, do you have an idea?
I think between these two, I would pop.
You could do it. You could do this. You could do it. You could do it.
No hard feelings.
What is it?
We were just saying you could do it.
Yeah. Do you have your decision? Is it hard to read the name or?
Yeah, I can't read the name.
Well, is it Pixie or Queen Esther?
Queen
the
Esther.
black. The black.
Whoa. I like Esther's hilarious. Okay, Esther's got. I'm playing a song. Okay, so the black. Okay, wow. I wasn't gonna put it that way. Okay.
Just kidding.
So you're a real one. That's exactly what Pointer likes. That kind of humor. That's great. Now, but tell me, John, why are you popping on Esther?
I mean, I think she's great. I think she's very funny. I just think between the two, I felt a little bit more of a connection with Lisa.
Okay. Very valid. Okay. Esther, I don't want you to go anywhere because we have another king coming up, and then we're still going to see if these two can connect. Okay. So you just wait in the back, and we're going to see what happens. And then I want you to see the reveal, too, to see what this wonderful, handsome king looks like. Okay. But
okay. Thank you, Pointer. You're the best.
Coming right back. Oh, no, you're coming right back in probably about less than 5 to 10 minutes. But before that, I want everyone watching to know your username that you input, Esther. That's your Instagram. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So brothers watching. No, we have another king. So don't get too crazy, but feel free to slide in her DMs perhaps, but she may have another king that she's going to connect with. So Esther, hold tight for me and we'll have you right back.
Get me out of here.
You'll be right back. You'll be right back. Okay, let me do this like this so I'm not too much up in the face. And let's do this. Let me put me down here. Okay, great. We've got these two wonderful people next to each other. Now, do either of you John said he felt a stronger connection with Lisa. Lisa, do you have a question for this king?
Let's see. What is it that made you feel like a connection to me? I'm just curious.
I just felt like it was a vibe thing of all your answers. It just felt more aligned.
Hell yeah. I like your answers too.
Oh, okay. Let's go with John. John, do you have a question for Lisa?
This is a dumb question, but where did you say you lived again?
I'm in Miami, but I like to travel.
Okay. A little bit of a long distance.
A little bit.
How does that work for you, John, from LA to Miami?
It's a bit far, but could make it work.
Okay. Let me ask this essential question that a canceled person asked. Do you have your passport?
I do.
Oh, okay. Lisa, do you have your passport?
I do.
Oh, okay. Fascinating. Okay. Any other essentials? Because we could be tuned up for a reveal, but I just want to see what's going down. So, any other essential? I'm ready to do my job a little, but I want to see if either of you have an essential question for each other.
I think I'm ready for the review, but
John, do you have a question for PIXIE?
I'm ready for the reveal.
Oh, okay. Well, John, turn that camera, flip that thing on, and show PIXIE what she's working with. Okay, let's see.
Hello?
It's a little okay. Looking fresh, my boy. PIXIE, can you see your man?
yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay. I think it's a little jittery. It's a little jittery.
Sorry.
Okay, I think it's looking good. Okay. Now, what we like to do, I think this is important, and it's not shallow; it's real to a degree. Now that you got to know, I want each of you to do a pointer pose. A pointer pose is where you show more of your full body. Where you stand. It doesn't have to be nothing crazy, but if you can place the camera and stand up and just show, we can do it separately so we can see. John, I want you to do that for PIXIE as she waited so patiently to see her knight in shining armor.
Okay, let's see.
That connection, a little iffy. He needs spectrum. My boy needs spectrum. Okay. You see, PIXIE, you see what you're working with?
I do.
Okay. And now, PIXIE, if you would do a pointer pose.
I will. I was just doing a photo shoot and I was in like Valentine's lingerie and I didn't think that I was going to be doing that. So I'm still kind of on the bottom in Valentine's lingerie.
Well, I'm sure John will like that very much. I'm sure that very much. Okay. John, does that work for you?
That works.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you, PIXIE, for that too. Thank you. You're just keeping it real. John, keep it real. Okay. Well, now with that in mind, with that, connection, I want to see if both of you feel it could be a real one connection. Let me ask Lisa, unless we have any other essentials. We did the pointer pose. Oh, let me ask this. Let me just ask, since some people feel it's important. Height. John, how tall are you?
I am 6'2". Oh boy.
All right, so I'm 4'9". That's why my username is PIXIE Lisa, because I'm little.
Wow.
Yeah.
John, how does that work for you? Are you ready? Lisa, are you ready to climb?
I'm a pretty good climber.
Wow. And John,
Yeah,
are you ready to climb?
My friend just came running in here talking about you're 4'9".
John, does that work for you?
Yeah. My parents, my dad is 6'4", my mom's 5 foot. So.
Oh wow.
Okay. It's about the same height difference, just about.
That's cute.
Okay, awesome. Well, my final connection. I don't want to delay anything. Do both of you feel it could be a real one connection?
I feel like it could be. We definitely need to get to know each other a little better, but I think so.
Both are saying yes. Folks, in the comments, clap it up. Clap it for this wonderful connection of two remarkable individuals. Wow, I'm so happy. They are putting clap emojis in the chat. We're happy for the both of you. So both of you have each other's IGs. John Horan 9, PIXIE Lisa 420. I didn't even ask about 420. I'm guessing Lisa is 420 friendly. I presume.
A little bit.
I'm just noticing that right now. And then John, I'm guessing you are you 420 friendly?
I don't often, but I'm friendly.
Okay. The man is friendly. Okay. All right. Well, you two just connected. Congratulations. So I want to have both of you. Y'all just sign each other DMs, do your thing, and we might be able to hook y'all up with a little something. We'll check in with you and see what happens. But congratulations to the both of you. Let's have our wonderful people just clap one more time because you got a real one connection. We love to see you. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Y'all connect. Do your thing.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you both. All right. We did it. Oh, my goodness. Well.